is my man in England, Sir Paul Honeyman.
Good morning.
Yeah. Hey, guys, Olympics are going big. The 2026 Olympics, and Jamie, Milano Cortina is two cities in which the Olympics are happening in Italy, not a person, okay? And so they have been packed with high-stakes drama, ranging from on-ice cheating allegations and bizarre scandals to romance or romantic proposals and political tension. And we're going to go over the hottest gossip that's coming out of the Olympics in 2026. So that's what we're going to do this today. We'll probably go off script and go somewhere else, but we're here. Remember, the link is at the top. Come on up and talk with us. Hey, and tell me in the chat, you can give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or whatever you want to do if you've been watching the Olympics. I know they're coming on like 3 o'clock in the morning, but you can watch all the stuff on YouTube and cut it all down. I know Paul doesn't like sports, but hey, it's about our country. And yes, I will tell you that there has been some athletes that are just dumber than bottle caps and talking out the side of their neck, talking about things that they have no idea about. They're talking through emotions rather than facts. And they're taking big hits, not only on YouTube, in the political world. I mean, you know, and
an athlete has no right to talk politics.
Yeah, the Olympics is not about politics.
If you are going somewhere to represent that country, you better stand your pissing ass off the floor.
Yeah.
You stand for your flag, otherwise you never represent a sports team again.
Yeah, and I believe they should be banned by the U.S. Olympic Committee.
Oh, I don't believe they should be banned by the Olympics. I should be banned from sport permanently.
Because here's what it does, guys. When companies like BMW, Audi, Mercedes-Benz, Honeywell, big corporations give tons and tons of money to the U.S. Olympic Committee, tons of it. And they're not liking what your athletes are talking about, making the games political.
Yeah.
Right? And then people look at it and they go, oh, BMW? Oh, this company and that company? You know, I'd rather buy from someone else. They're sponsoring this crap. And so they lose money. And guess what? Your tax dollars, there's money that supports the U.S. Olympic Committee, okay? And this is not what we're tuning into, so we can hear. It's like celebrities at the Grammys or the Oscars just talking out the side of their neck, making statements like Billie Eilish did. You know, no one's illegal on stolen ground, and she built her house on reservation land, $3 million. You know, and then everybody hammers you. Hell, I think there was like 3 major sponsors of Billie Eilish. They dropped her, and we're talking millions of dollars. So
they dropped her like a hot snot.
Yeah. So, you know, people talk and they don't know what the hell they're talking about, and they just make statements thinking, oh, everybody's going to listen to me. No, you guys are freaking performers. You have no idea what the real world's about. You know, George Clooney, you have no freaking idea. All right. Just do what you do it well, and then leave the other stuff to YouTubers like me. But hey, let's say hello to some people in chat. Are you guys leaving?
Yeah.
All right. Me love. I love you, baby.
Goodbye, Paul.
Take care, beautiful.
We're in Missouri.
Take care, pretty.
I love you, baby girl.
I gave it the jacket.
Yeah. Okay. Goodbye,
Now
Pop.
that there's a beautiful girl.
All right, they're heading out. Coats on. It is 32 degrees here, and where they're going, Jerry says it's 23 over there in the Joplin area where he's at.
Safe travels, ladies.
Southwest Missouri, and they're going up. Their first stop is Columbia, Missouri. So that's up north, up above the Missouri River. So,
Hi.
hi guys. All right. So
Gays don't die, gays girls.
I know. Well, let's say hello to the people in the chat. Let me scroll this up. And we had Maria Fair. She came in at just before 7. Hope she's still here. Welcome in. Let's see. There's Tamara over at Heartland Headquarters. There's Sir Paul Honeyman over in England. And he's right in front of your face.
You're looking at this.
There's Jerry saying hello to Mike and little Paul.
He must mean like Little John.
Exactly. See, in the military, you always gave people names that's opposite. Because we had this Indian kid. He was he was Sioux Indian, and he was in the military. He was 6'7". 6'7", and we called him Tiny. Yeah. Chief, we called him Chief and Tiny, or Chief Tiny Man. Oh, man. And I did see there's Wendy over at Hardneck Farms, a.k.a.
Tinkerbell.
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 Paul's trying to make that a thing.
I'm not stopping.
And there is Jamie over at Roach Littlefield. Who the heck is Milano Cortina? And of course, those are the two cities where the Winter Olympics are being held. Let's see. Yes.
I thought they were going.
They're making sure they're not forgetting stuff. So yeah, women's hockey, they beat Canada in overtime to take the gold medal. Yeah, I was happy I watched that. Man, that was a good game. Man, those girls are some rough girls. Man, it's awesome. So yeah, you gotta, if you on YouTube, they make these little clips. They're like 8 minutes long. And if you're not into hockey, it's like 8 minutes or so of all the goals being scored. You know that. So check that out, guys. What's that, Paul?
Yeah, Ron. I don't think she'd like that one.
What'd Ron say?
Ron says my Lakota girlfriend hates it when I called her little big titty.
Oh man.
No, Tamara, we're not inbred. At least, not all of us.
Hey, there's the Bud Files. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you. There's our friend down in Louisiana. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. Ron, we did order your travel mug. So it's on its way. He won on Wednesday. In fact, on Wednesday, we had Roadkill Ron win. His is shipped out. Julie from Heard That won. And Full Belly Ranch Randy, he won. So all that stuff has been ordered, shipped out. The week prior, on our 5th anniversary, Leanne Gunther won, Paul Honeyman won, Troy Sutton won, Merns Pacquiao won, and Janice Urfer one, and she's the only one that I have not heard from, gotten an email on what she wants off our merch store. So Janice, if you watch this or watch the replay, please contact us at mthomesteadok@gmail.com so we can get your winning item to you. So
Tinkerbell says, Tinkerbell is mourning on 2 lives right now. I heard my name but missed it.
oh, we just said hello.
Uh-huh.
And there's our favorite Karen right there, Karen Brass.
I know, I said hello. You know I said hello.
Yeah. There's our friend Charlene Grady. Hello,
Yes.
Charlene.
Good morning, Charlene. I'll tell you what, mine, that giveaway on Wednesday could not have gone any better. With Randy saying, is that my job? No, that's mine. Get your own. And then he came up.
Yeah, that was weird. See, and that's why I think, because we do everything on Terry's Apple computer. I swear I know when you're talking and stuff like that, it's just like during the day when on this brain box I call a phone, when you're talking and then later on you get on your phone and then what I think the phone, they listen. They're eavesdropping. And all of a sudden things that we talked about start showing up on your phone just arbitrarily. It's kind of weird.
Why do you think I throw so many profanities in it?
Oh, there you go.
It's not because I'm an ex-soldier.
She says she's been watching the Olympics. All right. There's Kentucky Bluegrass Living. What? Good morning, Sir Paul. Looks like your Uncle Philip got arrested.
He's talking about Prince Philip for some reason. And I think he's getting mixed up with Prince Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew's the one he's the naughty boy.
He's the one that was over at Epstein's Island.
Yeah. Lots of trips over there.
Yeah, dirty little bastard.
There's Plywood. How you doing, brother? Glad you're here.
I don't care who you are. If you got convicted of doing something to somebody on Epstein's Island, you deserve all your titles removed. Yes. And that's exactly what Prince William has done.
Yeah.
He's removed Andrew from all public appearances.
Yeah. That's right. He's sharing the monarchy with King Charles, right?
He is, because of Charles's ill health.
Yeah.
I am not a sick bastard, Tinkerbell. I noticed how you skipped over what you said about Jamie.
Why? Yeah, I had to.
Jamie, did you see it?
I knew a woman with only one leg. She called herself Centipede. Hey, there is Rebecca. Touched by Yarn. Hello, hello, and welcome in. And I was happy to hear that Ronald's doing better.
Good.
Tinkerbell is monitoring 2 lives right now. Yeah. She has embraced the nickname of Tinkerbell.
She has. She knows it was mentioned with love.
Hello, Randy Moore. Welcome in, brother. Glad you're here. I think I'm at the bottom.
I nicknamed her Tinkerbell the same way as I nicknamed Auntie Anne Smurfette.
Yeah. All right. So, hey, a lot of scandals, and there always is. at the Olympics, and I haven't heard anything about the Brits, and you usually don't. Most athletes, when they go to the Olympics, they're really humbled by representing the flag of their country.
You mean they are behaving appropriately?
Appropriately, yes. And
unlike you Americans.
They're grateful to be there. They put in a lot of hours, a lot of years to get to where they're at. And I mean, even communist countries, places like Cuba and Russia, Russia can't be in the Olympics by name, but some of the athletes are as individual competitors, and stuff like that. But when they talk on camera or to the press, they glorify their country and tell everybody how proud they are to represent the people of their country, and so on and so forth. And then you got the Americans.
I'm sorry to say this because I know you're not all the same.
No.
Your athletes are
not all athletes. Not all athletes.
No, I wouldn't say all of them. The self-opinionated, self-indoctrinated assholes,
woke ass people.
Yes, those ones that think they have a right to tell everybody how it should be.
Yeah.
I've got one thing to say to you all. Live your life and fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree 100%. But the major scandals, did you know that there is a penis gate scandal?
Penis gate?
Yes.
Did somebody get his dick caught?
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm telling you, apparently, enlarging your penis helps you to be aerodynamic when you're going out to ski jump. I'm going, what?
That's a load of bullshit.
What? So here it is. Penisgate rumors. Headlines have been dominated by the wild rumors that male ski jumpers use a thing called hyaluronic acid injections to enlarge their growing area, theoretically allowing for a larger, more aerodynamic suit.
Ron says they use it like a rudder.
While the Federation for International Ski and Snowboarding dismissed this as hearsay, it follows genuine severe penalties for the Norwegians. Okay? Teams regarding their suit manipulations. I'm like going,
where do I get some?
What?
Where do I get some?
I don't know. But obviously, having a larger penis makes you fly farther. So, I don't know.
And this bullshit, having a larger dick makes you fall faster.
I would think it would slow you down, but no.
Yeah,
it tightens your suit down there and gives you airlift or whatever. But that was a big rumor, and they had to look into it. So I don't know. They either had to look at it or into it. So, yeah. So if you're looking to fly farther, yeah, check out the Norwegian athletes and see what they do.
What they do is they use proper wax on their skis.
So ridiculous. Yeah, it is. It's stupid, but it's in newspapers and on internet feeds. So,
if it's on the internet, it must be true.
It's got to be true. So did you hear about the Canadians cheating in curling?
No.
Oh my gosh. It's been on the news. It's been on the national news. It's everywhere.
I don't follow news. I don't follow national news.
The Canadians have, and they were even talking about removing their medals from the previous Olympics, because obviously somehow this has been going on. And what happened was curling double touch chaos is the headline. Accusations of cheating have plagued the curling competition. Sweden's team accused Canada of illegally double touching on the stone, with audio catching a heated exchange where the Canadian players told them to fuck off. Similar penalties later affected the Canadian women's team. So what happens is you have, when you're curling, and I looked into this, there is the dog line. And once that stone that you're pushing anywhere touches that dog line, you cannot have your hand on the curling stone, meaning the handle. It has sensors, and they know when you release, okay? It sends a signal that there's nothing touching it. So they know you haven't broke it. But what doesn't have a sensor is the stone itself. And they were showing where the Canadian had his hand on there, and then he removed it, and he put his finger on the stone, and they said, or they thought he was doing that, and they had cameras on them from the Swedish team. So they were showing them, hey, he's touching it. You know, it's like in football, did his toe touch the white line? Did it not? And so they threw accusations of cheating and all kinds of stuff towards the Canadians. And rumor had it that they were going, if the Canadians were going to win any medal, they were going to strip them of their medal, but it didn't happen. So that rumor has been quailed. Now, I watched the video, and you could see his finger down on the stone every single time. So who knows if that's cheating or not. I'm not a curling expert, but you Canadians, you better tighten up your game, man. They're watching you. So what do you think about curling? Have you ever watched curling?
Yes.
I find it relaxing watching it.
I fall asleep watching it.
Yeah.
I watched curling on YouTube for 5 minutes last week.
Oh, did
because
you? 5 minutes?
I only watched it because it had Prince William and Catherine doing curling. They were being shown how to do it by the English team.
Oh, wow. Well, there you go. Tamara says she loves that hat.
I know. I put it on because of what she said.
Fuck off.
Yep.
All right. So biathletes, public confessions following this is crazy. Why would you do this? Okay. Following a bronze medal win, Norwegian biathlete, I can't even say his freaking name, used the global stage to announce he cheated on his girlfriend. Not cheated at the sport, cheated on his girlfriend on national and international news, apologizing for overshadowing his teammate's gold medal win, a move he later said, you know, I deeply regret opening my damn mouth and saying anything. Because his admitting to cheating overshadowed Norway's gold medal win. He got the bronze, his teammate got the gold, and he just felt a need to confess his sins on national and international news, which blasted in Norway. Everybody knows what happened now. And now they got investigative reporters looking into the person he cheated with and stuff like that. So it's It's a freaking mess. And I don't think that's the place to admit stuff to. You know,
That's the perfect place to realize you're an idiot.
yeah. I'm like going, what? You guys are freaking nuts. Thunderstick said he needs that hat.
The problem, Tinkerbell, is those American elites always went down, and that's why they won't stand for it.
Yep. It's just crazy. That stuff is still in the news.
It is. And it gets brought up every time something is going right for the president.
Yeah. Yeah. But Bowen, you can find that shirt online. I've seen the shirts and the hats. They're online. You just got to Google. How do you spell that thing? Show the hat again.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah. If you search that right there, F space Ka and F, then you can find the t-shirts and hats online. They're pretty cool.
I mean, look how many times the Clintons got away with shit they were doing because they were getting misdirected in the news.
Yeah.
And I still say she should be locked up for life.
So the French team has a fraud controversy. Apparently,
did you say fraud or frog?
Fraud.
Oh.
French biathlete Julia Simon secured gold medal despite having recently been convicted of credit card fraud against her teammates. Apparently, this young lady stole her athlete's roommate's credit card and went out and bought about $3,000 worth of crap at the Olympics, and she got caught.
Good.
But being a French athlete and being at the top of her game, and she eventually won the gold medal, the French did not pull her. That's a civil matter. But it's kind of weird that the International Olympic, the IOC, disqualified several people for talking political views on wars, and one athlete was wearing his ski helmet, and on there it had Olympic athletes from his country of the Ukraine who have died in the war, and they disqualified the guy because of it. Said there's no place for that kind of political whatever. And I'm going, okay, but why didn't you disqualify American athletes for sharing their political view? I don't know the answer of it. The IOC is a very finicky, liberal organization. They are, I mean, they're the ones that would, remember that guy, boxer at the last Olympics who just beat the crap out of all those women and said
you mean that?
He was like he was from some country, and they stood behind him, and I'm like going, you could see, and his testosterone level was off the chart, but he identified as a woman, so he went in there and just basically assaulted the other boxers. They had no chance. The one girl from Italy took a hit in the first round, and she just walked out of the ring. She goes, "Oh, there's no way." And she was like one of the world's top boxers. And she said, no. So that's your key.
Any man that gets into a ring to beat the shit out of a woman should be arrested and thrown into a men's prison.
Yeah. But
including that Marine.
yeah. Hey, Butt Nuggets here.
Yep, and Cornicle.
Good to see you. Oh, I didn't want to see you face. There's Corner Club House Cobalt. Welcome in. Glad you're here. Continuing on, Ukraine skeleton disqualification. A Ukrainian athlete was disqualified and banned by the IOC from competing after refusing to remove a helmet honoring Ukrainian athletes killed in the war between Ukraine and Russia, which the IOC deemed a political statement. He didn't say anything. He just wore it. And they disqualified him and banned him from Olympic competition because of it. Now, Ukraine didn't invade Russia.
No.
All right. Russia invaded the Ukraine. Remember 2014? They invaded and took Crimea, and then they came back 4 years ago or whatever and started taking land from Ukraine. And it was all about minerals. They want the land because of the minerals that are laying in the Ukraine. That's why they want it. They want the whole Ukraine back into the fold. So there's some more controversy. So, hey, let me see. Figure skating. I don't know how many people watch figure skating. I don't.
Terry, I have not watched that since Torvill and Dean won.
Who the hell is that? Was that when they skied on wooden skis?
No, figure skating is not skis; it's skates.
Oh, okay.
Torvill and Dean were the first couple ever to get sixes across the board.
Oh, wow, really?
Yes, and they were British ice skating champions.
Well, of course they are, else you wouldn't remember it.
No, I only remember watching Torvill and Dean because my mother loved them.
Yeah.
That's how long it was, because I watched it on her telly.
Oh, okay. So the French skating nationalism, figure skating nationalism judge controversy erupted when a French judge awarded an American pair, Madison and Evan, their lowest score of the season. Okay. Over 7 points lower than the average judge, fueling accusations of international bias to favor the French gold medalist. So what happened was
he cheated.
This judge scored the American pair 7 points lower than the average score, which was way out of bounds. Okay. Then he scored the French pair an astronomical score above what the average score was, hence giving the French the gold medal and the Americans the silver medal. Okay. And then when the IOC expounded on there, they said judges have their own personal way of scoring.
They cheat.
So, and they said, we back our judges, blah, blah, blah. And that is a bunch of hog shit. So, yeah. So there is cheating in the Olympics. Really? Cheaters. And it comes from the judges.
Well, it's the same as you lot and your referees.
I love to hear Paul talk about TV on the telly.
I don't watch a telly.
He has one, but he only has it there. So when this computer screen that he's on right now goes out, he's going to replace it with that.
Yes, it's a smart TV.
Did you buy that TV or was it gifted to you?
I bought it.
Okay.
And I used it for my PlayStation 2.
There you go.
It meant I could sit on the couch and play.
That's called cheating. And a lot of people agree with you, Karen. A lot of people.
I strongly believe that judges should have to be replaced when their team comes up.
You know, I kind of think that too. I kind of feel that if an American skating, it should be, you know, like a British judge, a French judge, or a German judge, or whatever. And if the Germans are doing it, should be like an American, you know, whatever. They shouldn't be in there for their own team. That's just my.
Every country should have their own judge, and every time their team comes up, they should not be allowed to judge on it.
I agree.
And I will also say, when the Americans are up, the British should not be allowed to judge them either.
And I think that should be like in the Olympics, boxing, you know, fencing, whatever it is. I don't care, that your country should not be one of the judges in there, because there is bias.
And I'll go further. I'll say anytime a man goes up in a woman's sport, before he's allowed on there, he should be given a swift kick in the bollocks.
Yeah.
And then go on to.
And bollocks is what?
It's your nutballs.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I need translation sometimes.
They should all be given a swift kick in the balls. Then let them compete.
Yeah. And then I started looking into it, and I watched some stuff on the news where people were getting their medals, and the medal was it fell off. And then we found out that the medals are not solid. Like in previous Olympics, it's a solid medal that's forged or pressed.
Yeah.
What happened, the broken medal scandal, multiple gold medalists, including Breezy Johnson and Alyssa Liu, who, by the way, just won the gold medal in individual figure skating for women. And the big thing about her, Alyssa, is that she walked away from figure skating 8 years ago. And she says, I'm done with all this stuff. Okay. 8 years later.
That says a lot about your picks. If you've got to bring somebody out of retirement just to win.
So she came back in, all right, won her spot on the Olympic team, and then won a gold medal. It's pretty astounding to be out of the game that long and then come back, and she tore up that gold medal performance she did. I just watched it before we came on here, and that girl, holy smokes. But they reported their medals falling apart during the celebrations. The ribbons have been snapped off the clasp, leading to official investigation. Medals breaking in half, medals falling apart where they should have been solid. They're finding out that they're not. They cut corners.
I wonder where the gold went.
They cut corners and all kinds of stuff over there in Italy, and I don't know how much a gold medal is worth or how much gold's in it, whatever. But yeah, it's a big deal. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of people, just falling. They're using cheap clasp and all kinds of stuff. And yeah, they're taking a big hit for that. Yeah, Italy is broke. Let's see. No, then there's Team USA drama. Guys,
I totally agree with Jennifer Ocean.
what'd she say?
She says, I don't have any interest in sports or Olympics. It's all corrupt and everything is pre-planned. And they make the athletes sign NDAs and follow a script on what to do and not do.
Oh, really?
It's a pity they can't keep their mouths shut when they've signed them.
A non-disclosure. I did
Tara
not.
says that's why she's boycotting.
Oh, yeah, I did not know that. Yeah, that's why she's boycotting it. Yeah, I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah, I did know they had to sign NDAs because they're not supposed to talk about anything except sport.
Yeah.
When they go up for the medals and they get interviewed, they are only supposed to talk about the sport.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to talk woke crap.
Right. What are you doing, Loki? There's Loki. There's Loki.
And there's Freya.
Yeah, Freya's on the other side. You guys got food in there. They want scrambled eggs for breakfast. Hey, so President Trump versus the athletes on USA, Team USA. Freestyle skater Hunter Hess. I don't know if you've watched him. He's been on the news telling everybody that he's for the people in his country that support him. He's for things that he's not here for all of America. He's here just for the positive things in his life. And he took a beating in the press. Okay. Didn't like what was going on. I mean, he just started talking like a woke idiot, and he took the hit. Now, he did come back and post on social media that he was sorry for his comments. America's great, blah, blah, blah. And everybody says, too little, too late, you dumbass. Okay. Yeah. And so he made headlines by saying he does not represent all the U.S. actions, prompting a direct social media rebuke from no other than President Donald J. Trump, who called him a real loser.
If he said he didn't agree with all Americans' positions, that's not too bad. But if he went on to complain about woke and stuff like that, or support woke,
yeah,
he deserves all he gets.
Yeah. And then there was the other gal, I can't remember her name, and she started doing the same thing. Well, now they're restricted from talking to the press and have been flown back to the United States. Okay. And I don't know if I could read Trump on this, but I'm pretty sure there was probably a phone call. I'm just saying, I'm speculating. Hey, Pam. Yeah, this is Donald. I need you to look into these two dumbasses over there. And then she calls her employee, the director of the FBI. Let's see what's going on with these two people. And they open up a case on them. I'm just speculating. That's how easy it is, okay, for them
Donald Trump is not that petty.
I don't know.
Donald Trump is not that petty.
I don't know.
If he was that petty, he wouldn't have made it as far as he's got.
Yeah. I don't know if he's
Do not tarnish him with the same brush you tarnished the Democrats.
Okay, but I'm just saying. I mean, it could happen.
And in case you didn't realize, yes, I am a staunch supporter of the golden-haired monkey.
Yeah, sounds like left-wing propaganda. Yeah. Even the football and soccer balls and golf balls, etc., have chips in them and control. Really?
I'd like to know how something with a chip in it that's spherical can be controlled.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jamie, I'm so glad you can't control balls because poor Kevin would never know what hit him.
Or are you watching CNN? If I could control a ball, I'd be a champion of something. Yeah. So there's an Olympic engagement happening. All right. U.S. team legend Hillary Knight. Oh, by the way, she leads the world in gold medal scoring goals and Olympic overall scoring in ice hockey. And Brittany Bowe, speed skating athlete, announced their engagement in Milan on February 19th, calling it their Olympic fairy tale love story. So congratulations to those two young ladies. They found love and they are now engaged, and they made it public on the news at Milan, and good for them.
I'm engaged.
Then there was political booing at the Olympics. They booed. All right. Political booing during the February 6th opening ceremony. Now, the opening ceremony for me was crap. It was one of the worst I've ever seen. And I watch all the opening ceremonies. Now, when they were in China, were in China and they had the whole floor was a TV screen. The whole side of the stadium was a TV screen, and they had the whales coming in and all that stuff. Dude, that was phenomenal. Okay. This in Italy was a bunch of crap because they centered around just Italy and nobody knew what the hell they were doing. Now, I guess if you're Italian, you know, but the world didn't know. And they took a big hit on that opening ceremony. But the political booing on February 6th during the opening ceremony was pinpointed when they announced the vice president of the United States, and people started booing for J.D. Vance. So I don't know. Well, when they put his picture up on the stand with him and his wife at the Olympics, yeah, then the booing started. So I don't know. Kind of tells me you're in the wrong crowd when you're the vice president or the president at Olympics. Kind of tells me that it's a pretty liberal audience out there. Figure skating X-rated celebration is up next. I said at first when I read it, I'm going, whoa. X-rated? When I think X-rated, somebody took something off. Somebody showed their male or lady bits. I don't know.
Do you want to see X-rated?
It says X-rated celebration. Paul, that right there would be Scream 8, the movie. All right, that would be Scream 8, or Haunted Halloween with Paul Honeyman. So, U.S. figure skater Alyssa Liu, who won the gold medal, stunned viewers during her gold medal celebration on February 19th by yelling an explicit directly into the camera, and that's what I'm fucking talking about. The world, they called that X-rated. And she was in the moment. I get it. All right. And she kind of went out of character of this beautiful, elegant skater. And she won. And she was so excited that she looked into the camera, and that's what she said. All right. So everybody's going, oh my God. A woman talking like she's a sailor in a bar. Oh my gosh. Guys, she's American. She was happy. She won. All right. Let's see. People are still talking about the chips in the balls and stuff like that.
Ain't nobody put no chips in my balls.
Mike just said the F-bomb. I'm reading, that's what it said. Remember, adult conversation, guys.
Mike said the F-bomb because he had to.
Yep, you're right. She's a badass. She is. Anybody that takes 8 years off, comes back, makes the Olympic team that same year, and then wins the gold medal. It's a phenomenal story. Then there is the viral star. I couldn't find it, but apparently there's a cameraman that was on ice, and he was following or filming the figure skater. This person, and I don't know if it's male or female, is in a white, tight bodysuit with a camera skating backwards as the skaters were doing, I don't know if it was warm-ups. I know it wasn't during the competition, but he was following him, and somebody was filming him, and they said he was a better skater than most of the athletes that were out there because he did everything backwards. And I'm like, holy crap. So accidental viral star, former U.S. competitive ice dancer, Jordan Cowan. So I guess it's a guy. I don't know. Jordan, I guess, could be a girl too. Went viral for filming competitions while figure skating backwards in a sharp white suit. If anybody has got, send me the link. If I can't find the film, but apparently it went viral. It was out there and I can't find it. And I don't know why. I'd like to see it. All right. And then we come to Snoop Dogg. Everywhere I was watching the Olympics, Snoop Dogg was there, and the camera was on Snoop Dogg. I don't care if it was downhill skiing, slalom, speed skating, hockey, figure skating. I don't care where it is. I don't know who's driving him around to get him to all these places, but he's everywhere. He's like savoir-faire. He's everywhere. But Snoop Dogg, his thing hit for culinary adventure. Snoop Dogg has been active in Italy taking in events with Martha Stewart. All right. And they call Snoop a gangsta, but Martha Stewart served more time in prison than Snoop ever did. So is she a gangsta? But Martha Stewart, who reportedly surprised him with a pasta dish topped with cheddar cheese on the in one of the events, and apparently Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg got so many reviews on the recipe for the pasta dish topped with cheddar cheese that it came to something like 640,000 requests for this. I call that mac and cheese.
Right.
Which
you
is
say you can't
favorite meal.
You say you can't find that photographer.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you find it?
Oh yeah.
And
it's literally on Google. If you just type in figure skating photographer, there's a whole load of them comes up. And CNN says, meet the accidental star of this year's Winter Olympics. One day ago, dressed in his all-white tuxedo and matching skates, camera operator Jordan Cowell has become an accidental star at this year's Olympics.
Well, there you go.
And there's also a couple of video clips there. So, like I say, all you need to do is type in figure skating photographer.
Oh, okay. I
On
was
Google.
putting white man in suit. I don't know what I was searching for. Well, good. Now we know. You can watch it. So then we come to on the snow and ice. Chloe Kim settles for silver medal. South Korean Kong Choi stopped Chloe Kim's reign, taking the gold medal in the half pike, which means, I don't know, is that on skis or on a snowboard? And leaving the U.S. superstar with silver. So the half pike skiing, the South Korean came out of nowhere and beat the #1 half piker in the world, and who got a silver medal. She was from the United States. So congratulations to South Korea. And I'm going to tell you something. When we were in Korea, I never seen so much national pride in a single country. It's kind of like when you go to Denver, Colorado, everybody in Denver has a Denver Broncos sticker on their car. I get it. You're from Denver. You're a Broncos fan. So you're nothing special. But then you go over to a place like Korea where they line their streets with the Korean flag. You can't drive anywhere without seeing the Korean flag. Then on holidays, it's like every street is dressed up like a parade. And they just have so much pride in their country. And I miss that in America. Those years during and after World War II, the American pride that was everywhere. It just seems like in America, and this is just my opinion, that something has to happen to unite everybody into national pride. Like when 9/11 happened, everybody and their brother unified and said, these people have to be wiped off the face of the earth. So we went over. But we forget. And then, years go by and they go, something, some people did something, whatever. It's already happened. It's past. But for the families, it hasn't. And I miss that pride. You know, I really do. I remember, you know, my grandmother used to saying that 4th of July, if you didn't have a flag up in your front yard somewhere, you were shunned by your neighbors. So you went out and bought a flag and put it up. You know, communities used to go to like national cemeteries and put flags, not in just national cemeteries. You can be buried in a regular cemetery, and every veteran had a flag, flowers. I mean, they used to do all this stuff. And now it's all about me. It's me. It's me. Me. I'm the most important person on this planet. And that's good to a certain extent. But, you know, we are so divided. It is absolutely sickening. And that's not why I joined the military. That's not why I stayed in the military. That's not why when they told me, hey, you get on that plane and you're going over there to defeat these people. I never questioned it. I did it. Was there fear in your heart? There's always fear in your heart because you don't know 1 minute to the next if you're going to be here, you're going to be gone, because you see, you know, your brothers and sisters. I miss that pride. I miss that. And that's why I always say everybody should serve at least 2 years. In Korea, everybody, you serve 2 years in the military. You serve time in Germany. Do you guys have a mandatory service?
No, they scrapped it.
Did they scrap? How long ago did they do that?
Back in the 70s.
Well, wow.
It was called national service, and you had to do 3 years.
Yeah.
You had to do 3 years national service.
Yeah. Now, I think that you should do one of two things. You should serve 2 years in your National Guard or the reserves or active military, whichever you choose. I think that, or you go into, you know, what is that thing where they go and help other countries? It's some kind of service. I don't know. You should do that. I can't remember the name of it, but I think that it would work if they served in the National Guard. We call those hometown heroes. Hometown
Jennifer
warriors.
says peacekeeping.
Peach, what?
Peacekeeping. It's where they volunteer to go into conflict zones to help
the Peace Corps.
Yeah.
And they go and help people build, you know, get purified water, you know, their water system, building homes and helping people underprivileged countries and stuff like that. You should do one of those things, and it should be mandatory.
You should do service before you go to Peace Corps.
Yeah. But
because if you're going into a Peace Corps fresh from the boat and you haven't got a clue what's going on, you ain't going to last long. Not if you go to a war zone.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I mean, it's just like what she said. The problem I have with the military is force jabs and
no say on the quality of food they make you eat.
Jennifer, that makes
you the best food I've ever eaten. Some of the best food I've ever eaten. Some of the best food I've ever eaten was in the military.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the American military, compared to ours, you get bloody restaurant quality food.
Yeah. I agree. 2 years minimum, that would take care of a lot of the flakes. Yeah, it would. And see, here's the thing. If you served, okay, you wouldn't make statements like that.
Yep.
If you served,
You
okay,
didn't know what you were talking about.
you've been through it. You've lived it. You survived it. Okay. And then when you're done with it, you're proud that you actually did that. And then you see the world in a different way. And when you got people fighting against or to try and destroy your country, you go, man, they have no freaking clue. Okay. But if everybody served, now I do agree in Vietnam when we had the draft, okay, in World War II when we had the draft, there was a lot of problems.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't want to be there. It's a big difference between an all-volunteer military. You have volunteered to serve, okay? People who are forced to serve might take another attitude towards it. However, if you're in the military and you're a soldier or whatever, and you see these people, we call that self-governing. That person who acts like you, if you went into the military and you were just a woke asshole or whatever like that, the soldiers are the one who's going to do an attitude adjustment on you. And your life will not be the same once they're done with you. Okay? And that's what they had to do during Vietnam. A lot of people didn't want to be there. Good. Sit there. We're leaving. And then you're in the jungle by yourself. Or, you have people that got ripped out of college. I mean, the number one person that was not safe in Vietnam was second lieutenants. Butter bars didn't have a chance. And, oh, by the way, you heard stories of people rolling grenades into tents, into bunkers and stuff like that. And they got rid of the people that were breaking down their military. I'm not proud of that history. I think it was wrong, but that's what they did. Okay. So if you served in the military and you experienced everything and you survived that, there's a certain pride, even though you were ready to get out and leave it, there's a pride that you have in your heart afterwards. And that's what I'm talking about.
And I will say, if you want to know what basic training is like, there's a brilliant film called Platoon. Go and watch that.
We know they put saltpeter in the meals.
You take care, Karen.
When I served, they talked about that too. But, I don't know how that stuff worked. I do know that as a young man, I woke up every morning with, the morning wood. So I don't know how it affects you, but, I don't know if they used it on us, but because I never had the effects of it. It's supposed to slow down your libido and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Jolly Huggers is here. Welcome in, my friend.
Karen Brest has had to go.
All right. I was referred for Navy intelligence, but I had a big problem with being told they do not or controlled.
Being told what to do or controlled.
I would be fired the same day. Well, you know what?
You don't get fired in the Navy.
I can't speak on Navy basic training, but they do have basic training and stuff like up at Great Lakes or wherever they have it.
That's great.
But
that is great. Liberty Layers Hideout has just said knee surgery went well. Just saw.
Who did?
Liberty Layers Hideout.
Oh, okay.
Knee surgery went well. Just saw.
Okay, good. But I do know that in basic training, we did have some people that were like that, and it didn't take the drills very long. And then when I was a drill, I had people like that. And once you pull the knot out of their butt and screw their head on straight again, there's a lot they can do to adjust people who don't like to be told what to do and all that stuff, because it is all about control. And because it's not, it's not like, hey, I can go in the military and I can do this and I can do that. No, I mean, you're told what to do all the time. You have regulations that dictate what you can and can't do. And they have a big thing called the UCMJ, where you defy orders and then you end up in prison. So that kind of screws people's head on straight. They don't stay in the military very long. They finish their contracted time and then they get the hell out. And that's okay too. But trust me, I have worn the suit. I have worn the hat. I have broken people down to nothing, which is part of the whole training program, is to break your platoon down till they just want to dig a hole and escape. And then after you get to that point, and you know when the point is, and then you turn around and you build them up in such a way that they can't do nothing wrong. Their pride is restored. They are a group again where they were fighting and arguing. Because you take 50 people from 50 different places with 50 different grown up 50 different ways, and you put them in a barracks or in a platoon. There's fighting, there's arguing, there's fist fights, there's all kinds of stuff that goes on. And then you build them up into a team where they would, by the end of that, they would step in front to save their buddy. That's what we're talking. That's the military I was raised up in. And that brings pride. That is something, I mean, if you played on a football team and you were all in, if you were on a basketball team, whatever, that's if you know that experience, that's kind of like where they want you to get by the time you graduate your basic training AIT. And so, they got away. I've had some really horrible people come into the military, and we jerked that knot out of their butt, and they became excellent soldiers. So,
have you ever had somebody get court-martialed, finish his time in the brig, and then re-enlist?
We had, if you get court-martialed, you can't go to prison without being the lowest rank in the Army, no matter what your grade is.
Correct.
You're not allowed to re-enlist. Now, you can serve time in the brig. Okay, let's say they gave you 30 days, they gave you a month or whatever, and you can come back out. The military, the Army used to have a thing called retraining brigade. All right, it's kind of like jail, but we used to the commanders could ship those soldiers to Fort Riley, Kansas. That's where retraining brigade was. And you would go in there, and the program lasts for, 60, 90 days. And they taught you what it meant to be a soldier again. It was basic training on steroids.
Yeah.
And
we had a fella
that went there that I know, they came out, dude, I never want to go back there. And then the word gets out that the commander has the power to ship your ass to Fort Riley, and you want to go through hell. I went there and I delivered some soldiers to there when I worked AWOL apprehension, and they went straight there. And I seen these guys, there were like 6 or 7 guys. They had a telephone pole on their shoulder. They were squatted down doing the duck walk hop with a telephone pole to go to chow. it was a painful experience just watching what they could get away with there. But a lot of them, when they got done, now they gave them a choice. You can go back and act like a soldier, okay? Or we right now can chapter you out with a other than honorable discharge, okay? And then you live with life with that. A lot of them chose to go back, okay?
I knew someone that served 5 years out of 6 years.
Yeah.
The last 12 months he was in jail, in Colchester military jail.
Yeah.
While he was there, he woke up. They turned around and kicked him out after his 12 months was up. And he went straight back to the recruitment office. I want to sign in. I want to sign up again. And he says, you've been kicked out? He said, yeah, I want to sign up again. I want to go back in front of the general.
Yeah.
And plead my case to get back in.
Yep.
I need the military. Last I heard, he was a sergeant.
Yeah. Yeah, in the military now, there's no more stress cards. They pulled all those. None of that stuff. It's gone. They went back to old style basic training, got rid of all the soft and kindness crap. They got rid of it. And right now we have more people than we know what to do with. We are busting out at the seams with people coming in. I mean, look at this. They met their annual quota within 6 months of changing everything. People started coming in. They filled up the whole year with people and they were over their quota. And, oh, by the way, they had to take recruitment and place them in 2026. So they had to wait 3, 4, 5 months or more before they could go to basic training. Okay, because they couldn't train that many. They didn't have enough people on staff. That's what they're dealing with now. All the wokeness in the military is gone. The whole thing, dudes in dresses, gone. They've been released. They're done with this. They're going back to basic training to be soldiers, female soldiers, male soldiers, it don't matter, and one standard. If the standard is to graduate basic training, you have to do 32 push-ups or whatever it is now. When I was in, you had to do 32, and the 2 mile run in a certain amount of time at you there. Now it's not like that. They still have the age limits, okay? But if you're 18 years old and you're a female or a male, you're going to do this and you're going to do that. Before, it used to be males had to do 32 and females only had to do 23. Now everybody has to do 32. They train you to make 32. Okay. And there's one standard. If you go to Ranger school, now there's only one standard. There's not a female standard and a male. There's one standard. If you make it, you go. If you go to airborne school, there's one standard. Everybody meets.
Hello, Jody Young.
So they're done with it. And I think I'm so happy that they got rid of all that stuff. And so is people. They're saying, hey, all that shit's gone. People who served before are coming back and enlisting back into the military because they got out because they couldn't handle all this crap that was going on. It was insane. Hey, Jody Young, I hope you're feeling better, darling. I know you had to go back into the hospital, and we're saying prayers for you. And I know Terry said a special prayer last night, and she's told me, she goes, I hope she's feeling better. And Terry's already gone. Her and Brittany took off, and they are headed down or up to Missouri. So
Terry says a prayer every night.
Yes.
I hope he behaves himself.
All right. Victoria was gifted, the May was gifted 0. Centos was given a membership. Nadia's cooking. Cooking's How received one, and Diane Feeders was gifted a membership. All
And
right.
Jody says, yes, I'm feeling better. Easier to breathe.
All right. I do. I pray for you, darling. So let's finish out this thing. Let's see. Jordan Stoltz. Have you heard about him? This guy is tearing up the speed skating world. Jordan Stoltz, the young speed skater from Wisconsin. Stoltz has solidified his status as a superstar, secured multiple goals, and aiming for a historic medal count. Guys, you know those people from the Netherlands, the Dutch, they dominated the world in speed skating. This dude right here from America, from Wisconsin, he's leaving him in the dust. He won the 500, the 1,000, the 1,500, and it goes on and on. He's won the gold medal. This dude with that country boy smile is just ripping it up. And I watched a special on him, and he learned to speed skate on their farm's pond. It would freeze every winter. His dad would go out there and brush it, and that's where he learned to speed skate, on a pond. So, you know, so if you want to watch anybody, and you know, I never watched speed skating, but it's freaking exciting, especially
Did you see the Chinese one?
when they do the team sports, and they have a thing called a mass start one, where everybody's running like a marathon. And I mean, people are eating the wall. All right. And those skates are sharp because people get cut, you know. And then
The Chinese one, I seen that on YouTube, and that had me laughing my head off. She was smart.
Then there's our gal, Lindsey Vonn. Dude, she's had so many epic crashes. She's won so many world titles, so many Olympic medals. And when she goes out the gate, she goes out 110%, no matter what. And she took off, and she was coming down that giant slalom, and she wiped out again. And she had just had her ACL removed from her knee, on her left knee, I think. And this time she broke her leg, and she went into surgery. She wiped out. She had to be helicoptered out of there. But yeah, she's the most decorated downhill skier in America.
The fact that she tore her ACL, had surgery, and then was able to make the Olympic team again.
Yeah.
That's a woman.
Yeah.
That's a strong athlete.
Yeah. She's a badass. After coming out of retirement at 41, Lindsey Vonn made the Olympic team, but had to be airlifted off the course, off the mountain, after a brutal crash in the downhill. Later reporting that she had to undergo multiple surgeries to repair her leg. So I think this is it. It's sad that her last skiing ended up in disaster, but she's a badass, guys. She's a badass.
Jody's leaving.
Jody?
Yes.
Okay, Jody. You have a great day. And then, of course, there's been a bunch of weather disruptions. The men's super team ski jump was canceled due to poor weather, awarding Austria a gold medal based on previous controversial results. So they had to stop it. Not everybody got the jump, and I guess whoever was the farthest jumper, when they canceled the event, they just handed out medals to them. So, yeah. The
I
Olympics.
can't watch some of them videos.
Yeah.
You know the.
Oh, I know what you're going to watch. You're going to go back and watch the Norwegian ski and see if it's true that they pumped up their growing area.
No, you know that one with the fella in the white suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not it hasn't been released in my area. I can't watch the bloody things, but it does say there is one on Instagram. He was a figure skater before he turned cameraman.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that part.
Yeah, so I've put the link for the Instagram one on YouTube on YouTube.
I don't know who this TLES top. I don't know who that is.
Neither do I.
I don't know.
I think he's Spanish.
Oh, okay. I'm fine with
By
it.
the ESPN HD TV comment.
So there you go, guys. The Winter Olympics. It's closing up. It's ending. I think what's tomorrow is the closing ceremony, the 21st, or I can't remember. But it's coming to an end. Congratulations to the women hockey team for winning the gold medal, beating Canada. Which you know,
Jennifer says it's spam advertising a website.
Okay.
So in that case,
we can get rid of that. Because Canada is the standard. Everybody knows when it comes to curling, when it comes to ice skating, Canada is the team. They've had some great figure skaters. So when you beat Canada, it's a big deal, especially when you win in overtime for the gold medal. So it's a big deal. I think our guys skated against Slovakia in the semis. I got to go back and watch that. Hopefully they make the gold medal tournament and they can get in there and secure a gold medal. I'm not sure yet. But guys, if you don't watch the Olympics, hey, that's great. If you do watch it and you enjoy just sitting back and vegetating on watching sport like I do, absolutely love it. I watch it on the big screen. I will go back and check out the Norwegians and see if that's true or not. But I hope you guys have a very blessed weekend. I hope you guys, the weather's dropping, guys. It's only 36 degrees here now. It's 10 o'clock in the morning here in Oklahoma. So it's still cold. It's still cold up in Missouri where Terry and them are going. They're stopping off at Columbia, Missouri, their first stop. Terry's uncle and Brittany's great uncle is up there. They're going to stay with them. He is the king of fried chicken. So that's what Terry requested for dinner tonight.
He's the king of fried chicken, so he must be Colonel Sanders.
He makes some freaking chicken. Here's his batter that he dips the chicken in. That's what does it. And they're going there. Then they're going over to Illinois for a birthday party on Saturday evening. Then they're coming back to St. Louis to visit her cousin. And then they're going down. Then they're
Jerry's
going
down to 27.
So if you're in the Fort Worth area,
Jerry's down to 27.
She's at 27.
Jerry is down to 27.
27. So they're going to the Fort Leonard Wood area and going there to visit our son, who just announced that they're pregnant and they're going to have a baby in October. So she's visiting there, and I'm sure she's going to spend money on him and help with.
That's going to be painful for your son.
It's going to be painful for me.
It's going to be painful for your son if he's pregnant.
Well, together they're pregnant. him and Austin. Congratulations again on that. I knew you could get it right, Austin. And then
You mean he's been banging the wrong hole for years?
no, Paul. And then they're going to go over, and it's my mother-in-law Terry's mom's birthday, and then they'll start heading home back home. They should be back home on Wednesday. So, and I'm babysitting the race car that Brittany has. It's out back, and then they took Terry's Jeep, and they're doing some traveling, guys. So, hey, remember Monday and Friday, every Monday and Friday, Paul and I get on here, do our little podcast. Hope you guys can come back on Monday. And then Tuesday, Sergeant Talk TV with myself and Jason from White Rock. And then again, but Wednesday, we will not have Hanging at the Homestead. We're taking it off because Terry won't be back probably until late. But that's our week. I got to start the rabbit hutch. I'll be filming that. Hopefully I don't hurt myself on that video. But if I do, I'll keep the camera rolling. Okay.
This time if you shoot that nail through your finger, we want to see it.
Yeah. I just gotta. My big problem is I always forget to check the mic to the phone part. And a week ago, I was going to put up a thing, and I did it again. I was getting everything ready, put my mic on, forgot to hit the thing to get it connected. And I did a whole 20-minute video with no voice whatsoever. I told Terry, I said, hey, let's just do a closed caption, and she said no. So yeah, kind of wasted time because, do a 20-minute video, it takes several hours to get all the filming right and everything. Then you got the producing it part, putting it all together, splicing in and doing all that stuff. So it looks like a semblance of a good video. And, when I do it, Terry does her magic to make sure it happens. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for coming in. There they go again, making the. Now it's RDF something. They changed to their next thing. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming in. Remember, be kind to one another. Help somebody in need. Always, always think of that. Guys, we love you. God bless you. We'll see you on the next one. All right, Paul, I will see you on Monday, brother.
Sure will.
All right.
Stay safe, everyone. Have a great weekend. And keep your prayers going for Jody's recovery.
Yes. All right. As they say down here, later, Tater.
As we say over here, fuck off until next time.
Last famous words from Paul Honeyman.